Squid Game took the world by storm, and while it's a very colorful TV show, and that's mostly the reason why it became so popular, it also gives us a very important message about capitalist society and how it can all be changed. But not really, considering all the merch sold.
We spent $10,000 on the official Squid Game mystery box.
But anyway.
Money. You know what making money is like? It's not simple to do.
Let's look at why Gi-hun and not anyone else won the game and what it changes for capitalism. In the episode called Hell, we follow a young detective who is going through his brother's stuff to find some clues to his whereabouts. On a desk there is a pile of books, among which we can see The Theory of Desire by Jacques Lacan. Simply put, it is a book about desire and how we wish to have more than we actually need. So all people, Lacan states, are in this vicious cycle of capitalism. Their desire to consume only encourages the industry to put more goods and services out there. And this leads to crisis and people suffering. Why is it bad? Apart from the obvious, it goes against our nature, our true nature, wild nature. And Lacan's concept states that desire is often confused with need. But the difference between the two is that the need is satisfied and the desire is insatiable. But on the other hand, desire is always motivated by an absence of something. We think that what we wish to have is going to remedy or intends to remedy a lack or absence. That is why we are always looking for more and more. And in that search, we do not mind compromising our health or our life. We don't mind destroying ourselves, just as those summoned to the Squid Game do. Players do not mind risking their lives in exchange for money, which they will mostly use to pay off their debts. The same debts that they contracted because of the belief that they needed more money. The profile of the players is that of a race gambler, a dealer, an investor, a fraudster. They all wanted more money and they wanted it easy. So despite the fact that they all fall prey to the capitalist society, they also play their part in it.
So you can have fun? It seems that you forgot how no one had to play and you all put your signatures on the agreement. And that you all made your decision to come back on your own.
Lacan and other philosophers state that our desire is always and only the desire of the other's desire. And man being of desire is distinguished from the animal being of need. And as the creator of the show puts it, Gi-hun is one of few whose beliefs come back to the initial animal nature. The game and its prize pool give participants the illusion of being able to satisfy every desire and be able to overcome the afflictions of life. But what escapes them is the fact that the game itself does nothing but restart the original lack. Because all of those people, if you take almost every character, they will eventually want more. And that's what's true for the detective's brother, who came back to work for the game, and that is why this book is found on his desk. But you can say that Ali, who is my favorite character, also comes from the animalistic being of need and not desire, as he's the most kind person in the whole show. But here we come to the second point. Initially, Darwin theory stated the survival of the fittest, and it was interpreted as the survival of the strongest person. And capitalism is the same survival of the fittest, but with a little twist. In the capitalist societies, the fittest means the one who is good at cooperation, always listens to others, adaptable, and rather friendly, but in the moments of need, he does what needs to be done. Over the years, evolutionary biologists and psychologists studied communities, and they figured that communities which included the greatest number of the most sympathetic members would flourish the best and rear the greatest number of offspring. And birthing as many children as possible is also one of the aspects of Darwinism. So if we take Gi-hun, he does almost nothing throughout the games. In the first one, he takes in San-woo's advice and then is literally saved by Ali. In the second one, yes, he uses his own ingenuity for once, which is great. In the third, the tug of war, he sticks with a great team, which is not so great at first glance, but at the end, Gi-hun's trust in them pays off. In the fourth one, he does what needs to be done in order to survive and deceives his friend and an old man, and we all instantly have sympathy for elderly people. In the fifth one, it's pure luck, which also, if we take successful people in the capitalist society, plays a huge role. And in the last one, he's chosen by his friend as the fittest, because Sang-woo understands that Gi-hoon can handle the money wisely. And Sang-woo, as shown previously, is easy to succumb to his desires. And so Gi-hoon, being the perfect person to thrive in capitalist society, he, as the creator of the show makes us believe, is the one who can break it apart because he's acting not out of desire but out of need. And all other characters lack one or the other aspects to be the main hero who can win. They are either not the fittest, or they are cogs in the capitalist system and they will still need more even if they get the money. So Gi-hoon, who has acquired all the skills of a capitalist but doesn't have these desires, these urges to have more, to buy more, at least for now, is the perfect character to overthrow capitalists, at least in the show.
Player 456, don't get any absurd ideas.
It wasn't a dream. I can't forgive you for everything you're doing.